God, more raw thoughts from Chris Webby. Howdy! What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we got the most anticipated music video of, I guess, this year, which is Raw Thoughts VII by Chris Webby. I actually thought it was going to release last night. He used to release them at like 10, his time or whatever, or well, like my time, I guess, and then I would have it done by midnight, but he released it. It was 1 o'clock for my time. So it kind of messed me up. I woke up this morning and it had already was released, and that kind of bummed me out because I wanted to be right on top of it. I'm so excited. I'm kind of nervous all at the same time. Starting off with what looks to be the all-seeing eye in the sky with an eclipse. So I know we got a lot to uncover. Let's just get right into it. Hope you're all doing well. Let's go.
Well,
We got some eerie music. What do you
here
say?
we go again.
Here we go again. Oh my gosh.
Once upon a time in our rewritten history, 13 bloodlines rose to power wickedly. They came from ancient lands with depravity and vices, like usury and rape and ritual sacrifices. They worshipped evil gods, but they kept the secrets hidden as they infiltrated and hijacked other religions. They conquered other countries and they printed all the money while they plotted on a plan for the control of everybody. And here we are now, still on the same path, with the devil in the details. You could do the math. Only God's got the map with the one road back. On the human racetrack, we passed the last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice, subliminally teaching the wicked ways to the public, whether we knew it or not. Now we're all a product of it. See, they desecrated nature and set fire to the wilderness.
Yeah, so he just said so much right there. Talking about the 13 bloodlines, the families that control our world. Not so much new information for me, for a lot of us, but I guess if this song could actually get to the people that didn't know that, that would be kind of eye-opening, and they could do their research on that. Yeah, man, he said a lot. Let's go back. He's standing in the middle of like what looks to be like a secret society place. So like if anybody has ever seen The Skulls, it's kind of like a school or this type of a facility where that's kind of underground, I'm assuming.
And Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches on the same path with the devil in the details.
Yeah.
You could do the math. Only God's got the map with the one road.
Yeah, devil in the
back on
details.
human
So, I mean, there's so many ways that the devil is in the details, but a lot of it's also to do with numbers and everything we see in the news and whatever. It's always the same numbers. It's usually 33. And even look at the names of a lot of the people on the news. Sometimes it's a lot of like private part names, so like Johnson's and stuff. Like, I ain't making this up.
Track, we passed the last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like.
That was actually really good. Geppetto pedophile. So if you don't know, Tom Hanks played Geppetto in Pinocchio and created a puppet called Pinocchio, little boy.
One road back on the human racetrack. We passed the last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice, subliminally teaching the wicked ways to the public.
I guess I gotta clarify this. The movie itself, Pinocchio, the whole story about collecting these boys and troubled boys or kids. I think it was just children. I thought it was boys. Yeah, because it was what was it? Fun Island or something like that. But anyways, they all got shipped off to this island. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Whether we knew it or not, now we're all
Not
a
funny.
product of it. See, they desecrated nature and set fire to the wilderness.
Yeah, they do.
With their poison and they wired us for sinfulness. Stole our ancient knowledge and left us broken and ignorant. And stole our sons and daughters and fed on the stolen innocence. They groomed our behavior and turned us on.
Okay. I've actually been dealing with so much with my kids right now. Fighting against the system, how everything's just being poured out onto our children and ourselves. Whew, this one's gonna be a tough one to probably get through. Dang, because it actually breaks my heart to see the world in shambles, people falling apart, they're broken, and then our children, man, they're getting preyed upon mentally, physically, visually. Like, children are seeing the craziest things and they're living through the craziest things right now. And it's really hard as a parent to deal with that because, like, who do you go to? You can't go to the psychiatrist. You can't go to the teachers. You can't go to the people that you think would help you. They'll think you're crazy if you talk like this. If you explain what's going on in the world, they call you crazy. They think you're a conspiracy theorist or a nut job. It's been hard. Trust me, it's been hard, but here he goes. Ugh.
Us broken and ignorant and stole our sons and daughters and fed on the stolen innocence.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I know I'm pausing a lot, but this topic itself, like this, everything he talks about almost all the time is everything I can talk about. Like, I don't break down music a lot because I don't resonate with a lot of I don't want to say mundane lyrics, but like the everyday, the day-to-day life, I don't really resonate with that. But when you're talking deep spiritual dark truths and stuff like that, it comes out of me. And so the other thing he was saying here is the sons and daughters being stolen, not only just by brainwashing us and whatever, and bringing our children to the system, but also what they did with all First Nations, all the Native people, like Indians on the land of Canada, America, wherever. I actually just watched a documentary on YouTube where it wasn't a documentary. It was actually Yes Theory. If anybody's familiar with Yes Theory, they travel around the world. But anyways, they went to Australia, and there's First Nations people in Australia as well. That whatever happened in Canada with the residential schools is the same thing that happened in Australia and probably everywhere else. And it was to get rid of the original people and make them forget, which is very sickening and sad.
Savior and turned us on our neighbors, took away our promise and offered Savior and stole our sons and daughters and fed on the stolen innocence. They groomed our behavior and turned us on our neighbors, took away our promise and offered us false saviors. But something's gotta give when you're ruled by the takers, and in the end, us and them will meet the same maker. So I dedicate the song to those who lost their life and paid the price to tell the truth for what they thought was right. Those who up against the odds answered for the call to fight. And now it's time that the fucking darkness is brought to light. Don't get distracted.
Wow, that just started. So we just went through all of that and like must have been 10 minutes of recording already. And it's only a minute and 36 in. I might have to let it play out a bit. Jeez.
It's time to load this chamber and aim at the head of the monster now. So go and grab a slice of Pizzagate. John Podesta's here to serve you each a plate. Tony's pouring fresh adrenochrome you really need to taste. And Barack bought the hot dogs for over 60K. In just a single day, that's what our taxes went to pay. Careful though, he'll take you paddleboarding if you tell his secrets. And stay away from his husband, she's meaner than he is. And Bill Gates is over there with a syringe he loves, cause he likes to vaccinate the kids before he drinks their blood. And who's that chewing on a pineal gland? Oh, that's just Hillary with all that frazzle drip on her hands. That's red-handed. And there's Bill with jizz on his pants. Galena wiped the stains when her plane from Israel lands. So someone grab the spirit cooker if you looking for the gravy. Abramovich, who is not a witch. Well, maybe. And Gaga don't drink the goo-goo from little babies. That's crazy. She's honestly a really nice lady. And look, it's Kevin Spacey right off the set of a movie. He shot in his basement with a child and George Clooney. Weinstein funded it. Spielberg directed it. And Bono made the music and sang at a kid's benefit. And George H.W.
Holy, there's a lot there. I didn't hear about the George Clooney and Kevin Spacey in the basement. I knew about Kevin Spacey, but I didn't, unless he's just saying something there. But yeah, basically just painting Hollywood. And you guys know, Hollywood's dying. Everyone's leaving. They're all being, looked at. It's so frustrating because, there's people out there that have been saying this for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. I've been saying it's at least, 11 years now, 2015, telling people all this stuff, every single thing he just said right here, pretty much in my way, not his way, told people. They laughed at me. They called me crazy. Yeah, whatever. Like, that's not a thing. And then COVID happened and boom, the whole world just started finding out all of these nuggets, which is like desensitizing everybody. Nobody cares. They're like, oh, wow. When I found out this stuff, it spiritually and emotionally crushed me. Learning about Hollywood, which was one of my favorite pastimes, is watching movies. I love stories. I love characters. And to find out all this disgusting stuff turned me right off. I stopped watching it. I just watch YouTube. Try to sift through regular people. I don't watch any big, giant Mr. Beast type people, Logan Pauls and all of them. Because, they're all a part of it.
Bush is pulling the car up with every man in his family. Spielberg directed it, and Bono made the music, then sang at a kid's benefit. And George H.W. Bush is pulling the car up with every man in his family, even Barbara. Ellen's on the way from Diddy's house with Sean Carter. Cause here at Comet Ping Pong, the club is what you're part of. Oprah's on the way, but she'll be late. She's stuck in human traffic. We'll just have to film the sacrifice and show it to her after. Go and throw it on a racy drive, but don't be losing.
The way he just said that, it's hard to follow this because he's got the redactions on there, but saying Oprah was caught up in human traffic, which is kind of a play on like being, you know, she's going to be late because she's in the middle of traffic, but human traffic, and then obviously human trafficking. Dang, man. Again, not any like new news, but he's basically summarizing everything for us all in one place, so that's a good thing.
That shit. Where's Anthony Weiner's computer? I thought that Huma had it. Just relax, take a nap with that guy in the Biden mask. Even if they catch us, we'll be fine. Just give it time to pass. Jeffrey's got our back. This shit is under control, cause he reports directly to the people running the show. Well, gee, who could that be? What a mystery. Even with the evidence, there's not a single hint to see. And these conspiracies have been mistaken all along. So I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you call it anti-Semitism, try to listen and think how I said those families infiltrated religions at the head of every...
Yeah, he's redacting all of that. But yeah, let's just go back here.
And these conspiracies have been mistaken all along. So I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you call it anti-Semitism...
Did he just say Israeli going on instead of like Israeli going on? Like Israel? Yeah.
Even with the evidence, there's not a single hint to see. And these conspiracies have been mistaken all along. So I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you call it anti-Semitism, try to listen and think how I said those families infiltrated religions. At the head of every snake is a servant of Satanism. Shit, the Vatican been human trafficking since the beginning. But one little country has become...
And don't forget the Vatican. If you actually look at what it looks like, it's a snake head. Because he's the head of the snake.
On their seat of power, where they plot on pandemics and wars and twin towers. Babylonian Talmudism has been the recipe, and they've been sacrificing the fucking children for centuries. And they don't give a fuck about us. We're just goy, cattle, subhuman, only here to be destroyed and extorted and abused and ruled over with lies. But don't forget, guys, they're our greatest allies. Oh man, this song is gonna get me in some fucking trouble. That Khazarian Mafia's watching you with the fallen angels and Nephilim.
All right, so you might get in a little bit of trouble with the Israel topic part, but everything else it's already been put out there. And for the most part, we're going through this awakening because they've put all of this stuff out there for us to find. Like, you're doing some pretty dark, secretive stuff. Why is it on the internet? Why is it in books? Why is it in our movies? For us to find. Like, that part don't make sense, but I get it, because during this whole wake up, especially through COVID, because I was awake before COVID, before everybody else started, you know, the majority following suit. TikTok became this source of news, and we were allowed to just talk about anything. We were exposing everything, but it was given to us to expose. And I don't know if Webby knows this. What he's saying is, like, they want us to know this stuff because, for one, it puts us in turmoil, puts us in depression, causes division, because we got the naysayers and then the yaysayers, and you know, my parents don't like me, or not my parents, but parents don't like their kid because their kid's a conspiracy theorist, so they kind of like, they grow apart. Everybody's growing apart because of this divide, and it was purposeful. So all this information is given to us, just to put that out there. It's not new. It's old. You can find it in history, the textbooks. Like, let's just keep going because I could keep talking about this forever. This is wild. But he's about to say some stuff here, so we're getting into fallen angel territory now.
Fucking trouble. That Khazarian Mafia's watching you with the fallen angels and Nephilim. It's time to rid society's closet of all the skeletons. So let me just be crystal fucking clear and set a precedent.
And by the way, Nephilim, fallen angels, aliens. Anunnaki, aliens. That's all it is. It's just different words for the same thing.
It's time to rid society's closet of all the skeletons. So let me just be crystal fucking clear and set a precedent. If Trump is proven part of it, then burn him with the rest of them. Anyway, taking cookies out of Epstein's jar.
So that is true. No one's on TV. No one's in the news. No one's a president. No one's any of that unless you're a part of it. Simple. It's just like that. They're not going to let somebody tear the system down. They're not going to do that. That makes absolutely no sense. Trump is the clown. They're using him to make it look like we're exposing the darkness. And that's not true, because the darkness was being exposed way before Trump even got into power. They wouldn't allowed it. Like, think about it. Every doctor that came out against COVID, every single thing that's come out that they didn't want us to know about, they all died. They all disappeared. They're gone. Trump's still there.
So fucking clear and set a precedent. If Trump is proven part of it, then burn him with the rest of them. Anyone taking cookies out of Epstein's jar. Every Rachel Chandler handler in Epstein's car. And if he's really still alive, his judgment will come when he's mono with God. That's an Epstein bar. We gotta break the mind control of these secret societies.
Epstein bar? What?
In Epstein's car. And if he's really still alive, his judgment will come when he's mono with God. That's an Epstein bar. We gotta break the mind control of these secret societies that kept us locked in our perception. Then they threw away the keys, making sure we never leave, and that everyone we see are incriminated, guilty celebrities on the screens who've been living double lives in the company of snakes with the fucking balls to.
All right, all I gotta say is, if he doesn't talk about AI, then I am.
Laugh at it right in front of our face, and it's hard when we grew up to love a lot of these stars, but it's time we see the monsters for exactly who they are. And fully cut ties with the idols of our youth, cause our childhood heroes have been hiding from the truth. But the reckoning is coming, ain't no running from the proof. So give every sick fuck at the pizzeria news. At the raw white parties, show up in black, pulling up the eyes wide shut.
So I'm probably going to get in trouble for talking about it, because he just didn't talk about it. So if I talk about it, he didn't talk about it, he's safe. I might be in trouble. But if this all happens where all these bad people get, locked up or taken down, and we start seeing all of these very high profile people start coming down, and it's all thanks to Donald Trump and his team, that was all part of the plan, just so you know. And I say that because I read it way back in 2015, 16, somewhere around there, way before all this started happening. It's been written. It's called the New World Order, people.
Turn it all down till it's nothing but ash. Raw thoughts.
Raw thoughts? Were you done?
Now it's feeling like the whole world's cursed. The
What did he say? I kind of missed it.
Pulling up the eyes wide shut in a ski mask. Kerosene in hand while I'm flicking a lit match. Burn it all down till it's nothing but ash. Raw thoughts. And now it's feeling like the whole world's cursed. The devil lurks while he ushers in this hell on earth. And a one world government's looming out in the distance. A new world order is coming for the resistance. While all we do is bicker till it's ripping us apart. As the globalists controlling us and stripping us for parts.
Yeah, so actually the New World Order is coming because we're resisting. So again, they put things out there to see who will do and who won't do. And then those who don't do get put on a list. They know who it is. They know who's going to line up like sheep and go into the slaughterhouse, and those who's going to run away and not deal with the slaughterhouse. And those are the people they're looking at, as the people that are running away from, getting the shots or voting or, signing up for government, whatever it is. Like, if we don't do that, we're recognizable.
Or on the brink of world war. As I look around, I don't recognize it anymore. Feel a wheeze from the geoengineering on the breeze while they blocking out the sky right in front of us to see. Fucking with us with the frequencies of 5G. Interacting with the graphene from the vaccines. And the food that we eat is poisoned down to the seeds. Hard to even call it food when Pfizer's making the cheese. While the algorithm focused us on how we disagree. They've been building us a prison with digital IDs. So this ain't an act of violence.
Also, speaking about that, when you are on your phone or any of your devices, because of the algorithm knows who you are and what side you lean on, where you lean on with, the political spectrum. So, for instance, I don't get CNN news. I don't really get like Fox News. I get that in the middle news because I'm not left or right? So people that are on the left, they're going to get CNN, right? And then people on the right, they're going to get Fox. And that's just, that's crazy to me. When I found that out, it was just like, and then I looked, I don't get that news. I think I get NBC, which I believe is like supposed to be neutral, non-biased or something. I get the middleman news, whatever that is.
The defiance, it's a fucking middle finger to these pedophile tyrants. A reminder to the rebels who won't give them their compliance when the pressure's on, never getting threatened into silence. And still hit the field while the home team's losing. Keep a cool head through the cries and confusion. Keep an open mind through the lies and illusions. And try to be a good human. So one last time, this the finale, put it to bed. Because after this, there won't be nothing left to be said. And I hope that after all of this, at least I made you think. That was always my intention for sharing what's in my head. It was never about the
dang,
vision,
I just got chills. I see what he's doing there. Every Raw Thoughts, he's going through every scene right here. Ah, it's crazy. I can't believe he's ending. Maybe he knows something we don't. I mean, the world is going, like, and this era, this time frame that we're living in is coming to an end. We're about to see a new change. We might not even have Chris Webby, like, we might not even be able to watch YouTube like we do once they get full control.
And try to be a good human. So one last time, this the finale, put it to bed. Because after this, there won't be nothing left to be said.
Yeah, so that's
after all of this, at least
The Last of Us, that scene. This one was when he was talking about the trains.
I made you think. That was always my intention for sharing what's in
the
my
ones
head.
of the president,
It was never about the vision. I just
politicians.
needed y'all to listen and wake the fuck up from this nightmare that we live in. So hate or love it if I got you to question the system. With all these raw thoughts, then I accomplished the mission. And the thoughts were my own. In a world where the loudest opposition is controlled, I don't claim to have the answer. With all these raw thoughts, then
he's not once talked about AI, which kind of concerns me.
It was never about the vision. I just needed y'all to listen and wake the fuck up from this nightmare that we live in. So hate or love it if I got you to question the system. With all these raw thoughts, then I accomplished the mission. And the thoughts were my own. In a world where the loudest opposition is controlled, I don't claim to have the answer. Really, all I've ever known is I gotta speak on it if I feel it in my bones. I've been right about a lot of things, wrong about some others. Shadow banned and demonized, still I never stuttered. Cause from the very start, I just said what's in my heart. So one last time, raw thoughts, motherfucker.
Dang, that didn't even feel that long. Oh, he did not address AI eyeball. I said I would, and the thing I want to say that I need to get off my chest so that I can feel a little bit better about this, but nobody ever talks about AI other than, oh, it's going to take over our jobs and stuff. No, the reason why people are against AI, a lot of people, or, well, maybe I don't even know, actually. All I know is why I'm against it, and that is because we are a human being. We have a certain DNA, and if we cross, or if we merge with machine, so it's not just AI, but technology itself. If we merge with machine, we lose who we are. That's the whole darkness versus light. The dark is trying to take us. The light wants us too. We're of the light. The darkness wants us. If that makes any sense. So if we start putting chips in our arms and altering our DNA, we don't get to go back to where we came from. We don't get to be of the source of what our genetic is, or our DNA, our makeup. And that's kind of like the idea behind the shots for the COVID and everything, that people thought, oh, it's going to change your DNA and everything. Sure, maybe, but it's definitely new technology that's coming our way, and didn't talk about it. So that kind of makes me wonder if it's something not to be talked about, which needs to be talked about. Because every time I tell people, like, for instance, I had to get a new phone because my camera is screwing up and I need my phone to make videos and whatever. And I had the last phone, the S22, that didn't have AI built in, integrated. And now every phone is. So I've been struggling with that. I practically, yeah, it's almost like at this point you need to turn away from technology and go find something else to do with my hands, because it's just, everything's going to be AI soon. Everything's going to be a different world. It's the new world. And I do not consent, nor does Chris Webby, by the sounds of it. I hope you guys don't too. I would all like to see you in the afterlife, and you guys not be stuck here for eternity because you are a robot. Because that's kind of what machines do. You just keep fixing a machine and it can last forever, especially with this new technology coming. So don't know if I said too much, don't care. That's Chris Webby for you, Raw Thoughts. Again, not too much new information, just basically summarized, which is his Raw Thoughts. It's all summaries, like he's summarizing it all in Raw Thoughts and putting it all out there for people. But it's the last one. So makes me wonder where he's going, what he's about to do next. Maybe he's just starting a whole new chapter in his music career. Who knows? But definitely enjoyed the video. I love when people try to push the stuff out there. Unfortunately, this probably won't land on the ears that need to hear it. It's just going to be people like us, me, anybody who's interested in Chris Webby, which again, not really help. Like, it helps us, I guess, for people that don't know certain things. And also it's comforting to know that he's out there fighting for us. But these words, what he painted, the picture he painted needs to get to the people that are blind, the sheep that are lining up for the slaughterhouse. So yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to help this channel grow, and I'll keep doing these videos for you guys. And with that, hope you're all doing well. Hope you have a good day, good night, whatever it is for you. And peace out, my friends.